Hi everyone, my name's Josh Lewison and I'm a barrister specialising in private client and insolvency. Who owns a meteorite? Is it the owner of the land that it falls on, or is it the first person who can recover it? The State Supreme Court of Iowa considered that question back in 1892, and so I've come out here to the Hawkeye State to tell you all about it. Mr. Goodard was the owner of some land. He'd let the grazing rights to a Mr. Lewison. One night a meteorite fell on the field, and Mr. Hoagland, a neighbour, spotted it. With Mr. Lewison's permission, Mr. Hoagland recovered the meteorite and sold it to Mr. Winchell. Mr. Goodard sued Mr. Winchell for the return of the meteorite or its purchase price. The Supreme Court was concerned with two great principles of law. The first is that a landowner owns all the accretions to the land. The second is that the first person who can recover an ownerless chattel and take it into his possession is the owner of it. So was the meteorite part of the land, or was it a chattel? Well, the Supreme Court decided that the meteorite was part of the land. Although the extraterrestrial origin of the meteorites was acknowledged, the Supreme Court considers that they're actually comparable to stones that are left by glaciers that might be transported from thousands of miles away, that although the meteorite was still distinguishable as a meteorite, it had buried itself into the surface of the land and therefore become part of it. So Mr. Goodard prevailed, and Mr. Winchell had to pay up the purchase price, which was $100, so quite a bit of money back then. Would the case be decided the same way today, or indeed would it be decided the same way in England? I'm not so sure that it would. For my part, I think that the meteorite remains identifiably a meteorite. It doesn't merge with the land in the way that perhaps soil does when it's deposited there by a river. So if this question ever did come up in the English courts, I think there would be everything to play for. But what this case does show, and what makes it one of my favourite cases, is that once again we have some unusual circumstances with no precedent that tells us the answer. But by applying established principles of law in an organised manner, the court can come up with an answer to even the most unusual of questions. And so that's why Goodard and Winchell is one of my favourite cases. Thanks for watching.